Zion National Park is one of the crown jewels of the American Southwest, covering over 146,000 acres of rugged beauty in Utah's color country. Its landscapes are the result of millions of years of geologic transformation, ancient desert dunes compressed into Navajo sandstone, rivers carving deep canyons, and tectonic uplift raising entire plateaus thousands of feet into the air. The park lies at the confluence of three distinct geographic regions: the Colorado Plateau, the Great Basin, and the Mojave Desert, making it a rare crossroads of ecosystems and scenery. Checkerboard Mesa is one of the most distinctive landmarks in Zion National Park along the Zion-Mount Carmel Highway. This massive Navajo sandstone formation is famous for the unique crisscross pattern on its surface that gives it its name. The checkerboard appearance comes from two natural processes working together over millions of years. Horizontal lines were formed by layers of ancient sand dunes, compressed into stone when this area was part of a vast desert during the Jurassic period. And the vertical cracks developed much later as the rock expanded and contracted with seasonal temperature changes, creating a grid-like pattern across the face of the mesa. Standing at its base, you will notice how the mesa's creamy white sandstone contrasts with the surrounding reds and oranges of the park. The area around Checkerboard Mesa is also dotted with hardy pinyon pines, junipers, and desert shrubs clinging to the thin soils. The eastern side of Zion, where Checkerboard Mesa is found, has a more open, high desert feel compared to the lush canyon floor. The road leading here winds past slick rock domes, cliffs, and unique erosional features, making it one of the most scenic drives in the park. At its heart lies Zion Canyon, a spectacular gorge stretching 15 miles long and up to half a mile deep. The Virgin River, though gentle in appearance, has been the tireless sculptor of these towering cliffs, cutting through rock over countless millennia. Standing at the canyon floor, you're surrounded by sandstone walls in brilliant shades of crimson, gold, and ivory. These colors shift throughout the day, soft and pastel in the morning, fiery and intense at midday, and glowing warmly as the sun sets behind the cliffs. The park's most famous trails have become icons of adventure. Angel's Landing challenges hikers with steep switchbacks and a narrow ridgeline that rewards the brave with one of the most breathtaking vistas in the West. The Narrows offers an entirely different experience, wading or swimming through the Virgin River between sheer, sculpted walls that rise hundreds of feet above you. For those seeking solitude, the Kalob Canyons and Kalob Terrace regions offer quieter hikes among high plateaus, waterfalls, and alpine meadows. Allow the road to pass a rock outcrop without major rerouting. The Zion Mount Carmel Tunnel is one of Zion National Park's most remarkable engineering feats, and one of the most memorable drives in the American Southwest. Completed in 1930, this tunnel was carved directly into the towering Navajo sandstone cliffs to connect Zion Canyon with the park's eastern section and onward toward Bryce Canyon and the Grand Canyon. At 1.1 miles (1.77 kilometers) long, it was one of the longest vehicle tunnels in the United States at the time of its construction. Inside, there are no interior lights, only a series of large gallery windows cut into the rock face that allow brief flashes of sunlight and glimpses of the cliffs outside. These openings were originally made to vent exhaust from early automobiles and to help excavate the tunnel, but today they create magical, almost cinematic moments as you pass through. When you finally emerge from the west end, the experience becomes truly dramatic. The road immediately begins its steep descent in a series of tight switchbacks, dropping toward the lush green floor of Zion Canyon. The Great Arch in Zion National Park is a massive, partially formed natural arch carved into the towering Navajo sandstone cliffs along the Zion Mount Carmel Highway. What makes it so striking is its scale and setting. The arch isn't a freestanding span yet, instead, it's an enormous alcove eroded into the cliff face, hundreds of feet above the canyon floor. Over thousands of years, water, wind, and temperature shifts have slowly worn away the softer layers of sandstone, creating a dramatic curved opening framed by sheer rock. Geologists consider it a blind arch, a formation in progress that may one day break through into a full arch. Once the switchbacks end, the road straightens and you find yourself at the bottom of Zion Canyon. Here, the Virgin River flows beside you, flanked by cottonwoods and willows. Towering monoliths like the Sentinel and West Temple loom ahead. They look impossibly large now that you're at their base. The scenery on the exit is quite different from the high cliffs inside the canyon. The towering Navajo sandstone walls slowly give way to open desert views, lower red mesas, and broad valleys.